Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm getting ready and I'm going to church. I want to go to church today. As you know, God is have to be a part of it, right? I have to go to church today. I haven't been to church. I've been to church last month. I've not been to church this month. So this is the second Sunday of February. So I'm going to be getting ready for church. To my subscribers, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for wherever you're watching from in the globe. I say good day or good night or good morning. But I am going to be getting ready for church today because, in these trying times, we need a lot of God in us. So I am going to be preparing myself to go to church. So you're going to see what I'm wearing and so on. Here I am, guys. I'm almost ready. I'm just putting some lip gloss on. And I use a Vaseline over this part of my eye because it's very dark. To remove the dark spot. This is me, guys. I'm ready for church and I'm heading to church right now. And I always use the olive oil in my head, on the back of my head. So, come with me, I'm going to church. Alright, so here I am, I'm almost at church. Almost, and I'm late because church started 40 minutes ago. Oh, I'm not late, really late for God. Not really, but better to be late than never. Oh guys, so I am back now from church. Oh guys, so guys, I went to church today and I just got back home, so I'm just continue to give you insight. So guys, I just got back from church today and it's a blessing. I grew up in church, matter of fact. I grew up in the house of God. I am a godly person. Actually, I am godly. And don't say I'm perfect. I said I am godly, meaning I am God-fearing. And I have not been going to the church as often as I would like to. When I was growing up, I go to church like every Sunday morning. We have to be in Sunday school. Every Sunday morning there was Sunday school for our family. Both my father and my mother attend church. My sisters, we all grew up in the house of God. On a Sunday we go to church. We go to Sunday school. We go to Sunday school and we stay at Sunday school and we stay at Praise and Worship Church. Now it's called Praise and Worship. In my day, it was like divine service started. Church service begins from 11 o'clock. Sunday school was like from 9 to 11, and then adult service is different from praise. You go to Sunday school, they teach you about the biblical order of the Bible. They teach you about in the beginning God created heaven and earth. He teaches you about Adam and Eve. It teach you about the serpent. They teaches you about the garden, Adam and Eve in the garden. They teach you around the world a wall of Jericho. They teaches you so many things. And when you're going to church when you're young and you are learning these things, it seems like it's sometimes it penetrates in your head, and because you're a child, it has not been focused. You're not focused on it the way you are to focus. It teach you in Exodus. It teaches you about the commandments. In Matthew also teach you about the commandment. Leviticus teach you. Numbers teaches you. Deuteronomy teach you. Joshua, Moses, Malachi, all of these chapters teaches you wisdom, right? And teaches the things that we are not to do. But when you realize that what was taught in Sunday school was of value to us as when we become an adult and we have teenage year, when you become in your teenage year, you start to develop maturity, you realize, you reflect back and you see that what was taught to you as a child, it is not something to harm you, it is something to bring you forward, right? It is something to bring you along the way, is something to guide you along the way. It is something that opened the clear gate of direction to you. So when you grow up now, you realize that when a child is grown up in the church, even if you as an adult, you're not attending church, right? But you as an adult are parents, to be specific. You has to put the child in Sunday school or Sabbath school, because it's not just Sunday. You have many different religions. Some people do not believe in God. They have people that believe in, or atheists, they don't believe in God. You have people that does not believe in God. You have people that believes in God. But when you believe in God and when you are serving God, and as long as there is a true vision of wisdom, that there is a supreme God that has power that can lead you and direct you, you have to put these children inside of Sunday school, right? Inside of Sunday school, make sure they go to Sabbath school. You have also the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses, where they also teach you about the Bible. That church is not a church for worship. And the Bible said, make a joyful noise unto the Lord, but it's a teaching. Kingdom Hall is I used to attend Kingdom Hall as well. I used to visit Kingdom Hall, but I used to go to Sabbath church. I was a Sabbath keeper one time. But at the same time, I was a Sabbath keeper, as I said before, and I'm mostly a Sunday worshiper. But it doesn't matter what denomination you worship, it doesn't matter which denomination you worship, as long as you are serving the true and living God, right? You have to focus and you have to believe in something. If you don't believe in something, you will fall for anything. And that's a fact. If you don't believe in something, you will fall for anything. But in order for you not to fall for anything, you have to choose something. In these day and ages, there is a lot that is going on in the world, in Jamaica, where I am at the moment. There is a lot that is going on, and you realize that children are living out half of their days. And you wonder why these things is happening. Because there is a higher force that is in mankind that is not of a godly nature, that is hackering, right? I have seen something last week. This is a new week. I've seen something last week that it rocks the nation, and it's not the first it has rocked the nation. It has rocked the nation before, and you sometimes you will sit back and you will wonder and you say, why me? Why me? Why this has to happen? You have to grow these children in the fear of God. You yourself as a parent, you have to be not just the world has a lot to offer me and to offer us, not me generally, us I am including myself because I am the one that is talking. My ears is scratching me, so I'm scratching it. The world has a lot to offer. There is a lot out there, like lot of glamour, glitter, the things of the world that is there, that is enticing. But as the old time says, what is glitter is not gold. What is glitter is not gold. And it is a true testament that what is glitter is not gold. Because a lot of things that is glitter sometimes bring we very in disrepute. Disrepute to mankind, disrepute to ourselves, disrepute to God Himself. So you have to serve God and believe in the spiritual being for direction, for protection, for guidance, for wisdom. And I always talk about wisdom in most of my videos. And today at church, they were speaking about wisdom. And wisdom is something that we need. We need wisdom more than powers. The street that we travel on a daily basis, it has powers. It has the power, and the power is not just the breeze that you're not seeing or feel, not the breeze that you're not feeling, or human powers. Because the flesh outside is looking great. The flesh that we have, our face is washed and the ear is combed and we dress so nice. The outer appearance is so good. But when you look at the inner being, if you see the inside of a human being, if you have seen, this is not something that you have people that can see through people. You have people that has the discernment. You have people that can discern. You have people that can read people. While you have some people that they doesn't read, they are judgmental to you, right? But when you have the eyes of discernment and the eyes of, like you say, you pray to God and you say, God, I'm asking you to grant me the eyes of seeing. It does not mean your literal eyes that you have here. It means the spiritual eye that you can see beyond, for healing, for protection from evil, for guidance, for direction, or for wisdom. That's the eyes of seeing that is necessary. Because, sorry for clearing my throat. If without these things, we are nothing. Because as I said, the street has power, and the power that is on the street or in the atmosphere is humankind. They are the evil that is around us. The mind of human being is corrupt, right? The mind of human beings are corrupt. Corruption is in your household, corruption is in your workplace, corruption is on the vehicle. Because when we travel on a crowded bus or going to shopping area, everybody has a different spirit. Every human being has a different type of energy. Believe it or not, your energy, my energy is two different energy. And when the energies are not compatible, are not clicking, you are going to be led astray. So you have to have some godliness within your soul, within your heart, to lead us in the right path, the right direction. Because without it, I can tell you this, we are nothing. You have to pray over your children, like you have a children. Some of them grow big and you are unable to pray for them. But you can pray for them by staying afar. I can pray for them by staying afar off and stretch forth thy hand to the four corners of the earth, and you bless them, you direct their path. Because sometimes even you're praying and you're saying you are unable to pray. You want to pray. There is something and you want to pray about the something. But when you realize that you are unable to open your mouth to ask for help, and it's not help from you, man, it's help from the spiritual guidance that is above us, that control us. We are not controlled by ourselves, we are controlled by a higher supreme. We are controlled by someone else that we are unable to see, right? So when you're praying for them, you pray and you intercede Although, as I said, you sometimes you want to utter a word, but you said, like you would have said, God, you know. He already know because he create us. So therefore, since he create us, he know what is our intention, or he know what our mind is, he know what our brain cell is thinking. He created us, so he knows that what your heart desire, he can give it to you. He knows. God knows what is due unto you or due unto others. Sometimes you are sick, right? You are sick and you're in your sick bed and you are saying, Dear Father, I am so sick. I don't know what to do. God, I ask you for your help. I ask you to have mercy upon me. I ask you, God, for your mercy. I ask you for your healing. And when you pray and you pray with faith and you pray with believe, and faith, and faith without works, and the works is you asking God for your mercy and for your healing and for your intercession, because sometimes the medicine that is out there not working. They are giving it to you to soothe the pain, but eventually it's not working, and only way it is to work is for you to have an intercession with God. It is for you to have an intercession with God, to talk to God, to tell God what you need, tell him what you need. Like he said, God is on the telephone, tell him what you need right now. And it is, he's on the telephone and he said, tell me what you need right now. You tell him what you need. If you need financial help, if you need healing, if you need a home, if you need a car, if you need money in your bank, you need to pay your bills. You say, God, you telephone God, and he will. Sometimes he sends somebody from the wide who you have never met, and he send that person, and there you go. You blessing comes, somebody send you, said, okay, I need a job, I can't get a job, but because you intercede to God and you make an effort, there is somebody talking on the road and you said, okay, my boss needs somebody to work, and there comes you have a job. Somebody send from the deep, from the east, from the north, from the south, from the west, and grant you your desire. Sometimes God works through people to bless somebody, to move through you. And that's how God works. So this video is a video of me. I went to church and I just come home and I just decided that I'm going to do this motivational vlog for somebody that is feeling discouraged and lacking of faith. All you got to do is say, God, because sometimes you are so overwhelmed, you're hard, you cannot speak. And you only said, God, you understand, God help me. And believe it or not, because you are so sincere when you ask for God help me, because you're sincere and you said, God help me. Indeed, he is helping you from a far way, far beyond the shores that you have never seen. And there's a lot of people right now that is in the United States that are illegal and about to be deported. Intercede with God and he will help you. Some of them are decent, normal people, but because of circumstances to help their family and their friends and their self, they just do what they got to do, but eventually they take a leap and it didn't work. But God can help, God will intercede, God will help you. And sometimes you have to find your own landmark and your whole post, and you find that post and you realize you start afresh, you start anew, and you don't give up, you just start over back, and then you see the blessings start to flow. So guys, thank you for watching. For wherever you are in the part of this world that is watching, I thank you for being a part of my channel. I thank you for subscribing. I also thank you for watching, and also I appreciate all of who are here and who is to come. Thank you for being a part of my channel, and I hope you find this video interesting, and I'll see you in my next video.